Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Aquarius, for a meditative session, you guys got number 67, Wolf Spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. I honestly feel like someone could be awakening right now, going through some sort of ascension. And I think it might be like their first one. You know what I mean? I think like they're definitely many times when we're learning things and integrating things, and it's like a never-ending process, but I feel like for this person it's the first time. I don't know why I'm getting that like significantly. It's the first time that they're learning this specific thing. It's challenging for this person because they're alone right now. I feel like they're definitely alone. They don't really have anybody around them that they can talk to that understands what's going on, but I feel like that's okay if this is you, because that's the case most of the time. Like, go on YouTube and look shit up, but you know, there's gonna be really rare that someone in your house knows exactly what you're talking about. So that's one thing that I'm getting. I feel like another thing I'm getting is that it's been a really long time, right, of you, I think, I don't want to say it's like, I hear jeopardizing your life for a really long time, in the sense that you've been going like in the wrong direction for a really long time. So I think that's kind of how this works though. When there's an ascension, I feel like when people are at their darkest or in their, worst states, that it happens, right? It's like the light finds its way in the dark, right? So I feel like you've been doing something probably for a really long time, and this energy to you feels really weird and you don't really know what the hell's going on. But I think, like, again, it has a lot to do with wisdom, it has a lot to do with knowledge, it has a lot to do with your like own Akashic records, right? And if you don't know what that is, like, you're gonna learn. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a new journey for you. And I know it's like the worst process. I feel like, again, it's like basically dying. I would want to say, like, that's how, I don't want to say that. I mean, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you don't know how it is going to be painful, and it is going to be hard, but it's worth it. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it positive, because I feel like I could say other things that would scare you, but it's like, it's not to scare you, it's just to like let you know that we've been through it. I feel like a lot of people on this channel have been through it, and everyone's trying to kind of just assimilate the information that's being given to them at this time. And it's very hard and it's very, very difficult, but you're not alone, right? You have everyone here. Like, I'm here, and I know like your spirit guides and everyone who's guiding you right now is there for you. So you're not alone. It's just a very difficult process to go through alone on the 3D. But again, go on YouTube, like Google things about it. I feel like there's a lot of advice on YouTube and a lot of advice online about it. So you don't have to feel alone, even though I know like no one in your house isn't going to know what you're talking about. So yeah, that's what I'm getting, Aquarius. Let's pull some cards. So Aquarius, I do feel like this is a reading for someone who is ascending, or someone who is, getting getting awoken, I guess is the word that people say. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, this is like my awakening card, is my ascension card, right? This 6 of Swords. And you see how like this person is being able to integrate the energy that's coming to you. So that's what's really happening. It's like an integration of energy, and it's a really weird thing to talk about. I'm not like an expert at talking about this. I feel like you can look up people on YouTube who explain it much better. I know a lot of the physical symptoms and shit because, I mean, you know, that's what you look up. I feel like when you're like, what's going on with my body right now, and like you look up physical symptoms. So I know like the physical symptoms, but like the actual process and like how it's happening and like what's exactly happening, I feel like you could look up someone who can explain it better. But I do feel like this is someone who is ascending, right? And I feel like with this ascension, it's been a difficult journey to get here, because I feel like your body has been wanting to go in this direction, but your mind has been kind of, you know, stopping you, right? Because we have the 10 of Swords in reverse, and you see in this card, this person is like traveling towards a portal, right? But it's in reverse. So I feel like you have been really hesitant about going on this journey or stopping it in some sort of way, right? And I feel like now you're just letting it go. Like, I don't know what's happened or what's changed in your life where you're just, you know, you're done. Like, you're just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to let it happen. Like, whatever's happening, like, let it happen. Like, I'm just going to go with the flow. And I feel like that's a new thing for you, right? And I feel like I'm talking to a masculine because I feel like I have the King and the Queen of Fire here. So I have a true pair. And I feel like the one who's coming out as a sage is the masculine. So I feel like it's this masculine who's going in as this King of Wands and is coming out as a sage, right? We see like the the wand right here, and then we see like the wand here, right? So it's like you're coming out, but it's like you're coming out better, right? Like, look at the animals that are next to you, right? It's like your spirit guides are coming out with you. You're learning how to, you see how this wand is not really illuminated, right? The wand here has all this like energy, right? It's you're coming out very, very differently. And it's in a good way. Is that even a word, differently? Whatever, you're coming out different. And I think it's like an evolved form. It's reminding me of like Pokemon, like, you know, when they evolve and they get better as they go. Like, this is you evolved, right? You came in like this and you're coming out like this. And I think it's a really, 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 really important journey. I think you have to keep going. I think it's hard. I mean, I know it's hard, but you have to keep going. And they're telling you like there's victory if you go down this path. Right? And it's kind of like the spiritual journey, like the Hermit card, right? Like, you could look at it as, you can call it whatever you want to call it, right? But that's what you're going towards right now. And again, I think what you don't understand is like the person that's involved, there's a person here, right? It's the King and the Queen of Wands. And I feel like what's going on with this person is that I think this person has also been on some sort of ascension, right? Maybe they haven't, maybe they have. But I think they have, because I feel like with them coming out as the Queen of Wands, this is them understanding like that they have to be protective of their energy, right? And I feel like that's something that you learn when you're on the spiritual journey, right? You learn that you have to protect your time and your energy. So I feel like it's not only you who's going through this journey, masculines, it's the feminine who has also gone through this journey. And again, I feel like someone wishes like someone could explain to them what's going on, or, you know, they don't want to be alone throughout this journey. But what's interesting is like you have to be alone. I feel like you have to be isolated. I feel like it's not about others right now. It's about, you have to like be selfish with your time and take the time to do the work, right? And whether that's healing, whether that's purging, whatever the physical symptoms are, like maybe you're in bed for a really long time, but whatever the physical symptoms are, like you have to just go through it. And I feel like this feminine has already gone through it, because with her coming up as the Queen of Wands and the Death in reverse, I think this person has had their own awakening in a sense, because again, like the sword is really indicative of this awakening for me, right? And the feminine has understood like to protect herself and protect her energy, right? So I feel like at a time when she felt trapped, right, she protected herself. So I feel like this is like for the masculine, that if you felt like this feminine kind of went away and you didn't really understand where they went, or they cut you off and you couldn't understand why, I feel like you will after all this work that you do, because you're going to see things maybe from their perspective, whereas in the past I feel like you couldn't, right? I feel like you're going to be more empathetic as you get out of this process, right? Because we have a lot of cup energy here. We also have a lot of like illumination, right, with the sun here and this wand that's like lighting up. I feel like you're going to be illuminated to the reason why somebody might have walked away from you in the past, or why they felt the need to protect themselves, right? It wasn't, I feel like this is going to change your perspective on a lot of things, right? And I think it's a really good thing for you, because I think, again, you might have been, when you're about to go through ascension, I feel like you're at the opposite end, right? You're in the dark, right? And then the light comes and finds you. So that's what I'm trying to say. You might be going through it right now, but I feel it's only to push you towards something that, it's only to push you in the right direction. And what's interesting is, like, we have the 10 of Pentacles here twice. So I feel, again, with this coming up next to the Queen of Wands and the 6 of Cups, I feel like this person is meant to be, in some sort of way, your 10 of Pentacles, right? This person here. But I feel like right now they've put a boundary around themselves. And again, you can see, like, the swords around them. They're isolating themselves. So maybe they too are going through an awakening, or maybe they too are going through a similar process as you. Another thing I'm getting with this 8 of Swords is, like, maybe you guys are not meant to be there for one another through this. Again, this is like a time, I think, of a lot of isolation, period of time when you're alone. And I feel like, again, it's a scary thing, but maybe that's the lesson that the two of you are learning, right? Maybe you guys are a little bit codependent, and, like, there's something here about isolation, right? And being alone. So I feel like, again, maybe this person has mastered being alone, and now it's the masculine's turn. Like, maybe the masculine has been very codependent, and it's the masculine's turn to, like, awaken to their own abilities and awaken to the fact, like, they don't, again, when you're not on the woke side, I'll say, like, things are very different, and you don't see things the same way, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you're gonna see the feminine in a different way, and you're gonna see the fact that there's something here that is, like, not over between the two of you, right? Because we have the Death in reverse and we have the World in reverse. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think this person is meant to be in your life. I think they might have put a barrier against you, and I think it's for a reason. I think, again, this person has already probably gone through the spiritual journey, and they've gone through something where they've had to protect themselves from you. And I feel like, again, even though they see you as maybe their 10 of Pentacles and you see them as their 10 of Pentacles, like, you see each other as the person that you want to create a legacy with, the person you want to create a life with. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be through you sacrificing yourself for this other person. Do you know what I'm saying? It has to be more equal, right? And with the 9 of Cups, it's like, I want someone who is, yeah, like, I want to give you everything, but I'm not going to put myself in a deficit, right? And that's what this is all about. It's like there's an equal give and take, and that's what this person, I feel like, wants. And I feel like if they weren't receiving that from you, I feel like that's why they put a barrier up, right? I feel like the feminine energy put a barrier against her energy, because it was like, again, I'm not going to be someone who's going to, like, lose themselves for love. You know what I mean? Like, I love you, I care about you, but I'm not losing myself for you, right? So if you're not treating me in the right way, I'm going to, like, block you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna, yeah, maybe someone here even blocked someone else, right? Like, they had to put up a very firm barrier. But I feel like this was all coming from a form of self-protection. And what's interesting is, like, I feel like this king is gonna understand it, but it's, like, after the fact. Like, after the awakening, right? After all this work has been done, they're going to see it now from a different perspective, and they're going to be like, okay, now I understand why this person had to do what they did. So I feel like this is an energy of two people who, they know each other. The feminine might have blocked the masculine. The feminine might have, took up, put their arm like this and was like, no, you can't come closer. Like, and I feel like it was all for self-protection, because I feel like this person understands, like, maybe, again, this masculine was not in the right energy, and they understood, like, this is their soulmate. They understood, like, this is someone they care about. Again, you guys are coming up as a true pair, but at the end of the day, it's like, that's what I'm really getting with this. Like, I'm not going to sacrifice myself for love, right? Like, I'm not going to let myself go over love. Like, I'm not going to accept less than I deserve for love. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, they really do love you. If you're the masculine, they do love you, but they're not going to lose themselves over you. Right? So if you're not treating them right, they're going to always choose themselves. And that's what I feel like you're going to learn how to do with this awakening, because this has a lot to do with, I feel like, codependency, isolation, and understanding that with this journey, the main thing that, like, I feel like the feminine has learned throughout this journey is, like, she's not going to sacrifice herself anymore for people that don't deserve her love, right? And I feel like you masculines at one point maybe have been a person who took advantage of them, and they kind of put a wall up against you. And I feel like, again, there's something here where you guys let this relationship go, but I feel like the relationship isn't over. I feel like it's just two people who, they're awakening at different times, right? The feminine did it first. Now the masculine's doing it. The masculine is going to understand why the feminine did what they did. And then the masculine is going to really start to understand the journey that they're on. And I feel like, again, I still think that you guys are each other's 10 of Pentacles. I just think that the reason the feminine drew a really big line against the masculine is because the feminine was like, no, I'm not going to let anyone like take advantage of me. Do you know what I'm saying? I think the feminine has really like taken a stand for herself. And I feel like that's what you learn. That's something that you learn during this process, right? It's like how to be with self, how to be alone, how to work alone and with spirit. And that's what this feminine did. And now the feminine knows like that there's no one that's going to put them in this energy again where they're going to lose themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like the masculine is about to learn. Do I see like there's unfinished business between these two? Yes. If the masculine chooses to like awaken and do this work, then yeah, I do feel like this is the 10 of Pentacles for each other. Like this, you're going to end up being with this person, but it's only after you learn this to the masculines. So go into this journey knowing that it's hard, but it's worth it. And at the end of it, they're giving the victory card and the 10 of Pentacles twice and the person that you're meant to be with. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you have nothing to fear. So step into the journey. And like, look, you're gonna be here for a while. Like it goes 1 card, 2 card, and then 3. It's towards this end that you come out a sage. So like, just know that you might be here for a while, but it's worth it because again, everything here is like lined up for you. Do you know what I'm saying? So you have everything lined up for you. You just have to go in. Let's see if there's any divine feminines for you, Aquarius. So you guys got Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I'm the author of my own story. Yeah, I feel like you've always felt like maybe you weren't in control of your own life for the masculines and even the feminines. And I feel like you're with this awakening and this ascension that the two of you have done and are doing at this time. You're going to learn that you are the author of your own story. Again, it's about independence, right? It's about no one has control over me, right? I feel like in love, you two have probably struggled a lot, right? With the cup energy, like giving too much, someone wasn't giving enough, it had to end, right? Things like just weren't love. Like I feel like this has to do with love. Like love really messed with you guys, and this is a chance for you guys to come back together in a healthy way. So I feel like with Lala, she's saying like you can create whatever you want to create in this life. And I feel like the reason that you guys are ending up together is because you're energetically on the same level, right? And you're energetically like wanting the same things, right? You both want this 10 of Pentacles. But yeah, I feel like this was a warning. If you don't go through this ascension, the 10 of Pentacles, which is in reverse next to the ascension card, if you don't go through this ascension for the masculines, you're not going to be able to you're not going to be at the same level as the feminine, and the feminine is going to meet someone else that is at their energetic level, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, like ascend. It's time. Stop fighting it. Maybe writing would help you guys. Maybe speaking would help you guys, because it is Lala and she's all about like speaking. But I feel like right now you just have to go through it and look it up on YouTube. What is ascension? What is awakening? Know that you're integrating a lot of knowledge and energy right now, and it might make you feel a little bit sick, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah, Aquarius, I hope this reading resonates. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.